How's it going, guys? Xavier, and today I'm going to be bringing you, since it's pretty much the end of 2014, or at least in America and this half of the world. I know in Australia it's already 2015, but Australians. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Straub. And what I want to put this video out for is I'm going to be showing off my personal top 10 video games that I've played all 2014. These are in order, or at least kind of. It was hard for me to decide. They are in order, and what else? These aren't games that just came out in 2014. I'm starting to become a PC gamer. After 2014, I'd start to qualify myself, but not 100%. I want to be, but that crap top ain't doing me no good. But these games can expand, if I'm correct, from 2014, this year, well, currently as this is being filmed, all the way to 1998. So, I just want to keep that in mind. These games are all over the place. These are just my personal favorite games that I've played all year. At number 10, we have Destroy the Porn. This is a game I played earlier when my channel first started around September, and I honestly loved this game. The only bad side I can think about it is its Windows 8 defect, which makes you crash after a certain part in the game, which doesn't allow you to complete the game. But I did find a video that is a fix to it. You just have to change the save files and go back to a certain area, and they'll just give you a certain ability early on that they'll end up giving you anyway. But either way, Destroy the Porn was a great game. Very short, but what else? The sound, oh my gosh. The music for that game was absolutely glorious. I was stuck on the music for a while. I found it on Game Jolt. The actual soundtrack was available for download too, and I was really happy about that. When I contacted the creator of the game, if I'm correct, his name is Salt or something? Can't really remember. But when I contacted him, he said he is making a remix, not remix, but more of like a fix-up to the game that is going to come out. Not really sure when, but it's going to fix the Windows 8 bug, and it's going to make the game even longer, which I am waiting for, and it will be on my channel, like, immediately. I'm excited for it. At number 9, we have Cthulhu Saves the World. Now, Cthulhu Saves the World is a game that I found on Steam, bundled with Breath of Death 7, which is by some really cool creators, and really the main reason why I bought it is Cthulhu, and a game that's less than $1. I mean, come on, it was inevitable. But as soon as I loaded up the game, I was in for a surprise because it wouldn't even open. I mean, I was quite sad, but after looking around, I found somebody who had a fix, which was basically adding in a certain file that will make the game run in a windowed mode that's, I don't know, kind of small on my screen, but hey, it's better than not being able to play the game at all. But once opening up the game, it was absolutely glorious. The sound effects for the game, I have a really nice, well, it's an 8-bit game, so you can't expect too much from it, but it was still freaking glorious. I mean, come on. And not only that, but the fact that they were able to make a game that was so beautiful with Cthulhu in it, I mean, that's pretty creative. Not only that, but a fun fact with them is that they actually got a world record for the longest video game title ever. Because the official title of the game is, the complete title of the game was Cthulhu Saves the World Super Hyper Enhanced Championship Edition Alpha Diamond DX Plus Alpha FES HD Premium Enhanced Edition, Premium Enhanced Game of the Year Collector's Edition without avatars. Now, that contains 52 syllables and 176 characters, including spaces, which makes it the world record for the longest video game title. Number 8. For number 8, I decided to put on Dungeon Defenders. Now, Dungeon Defenders is a game that I just got a couple days ago, and the main reason why I bought the game was I found it for $1, if I'm correct, and the game was originally like $20, so I can't give up a deal like that. Not only that, but I found a 4-pack, and I think that was only $3.50 or so, so I bought the 4-pack for me and a couple of my buds, and when I first installed the game, because I'm like, hey, it can't be that bad. Mind you, also another big reason why I bought it was because I recently had bought a USB controller that works for PC, which I've been trying to do for a while. So after starting to play Dungeon Defenders, I crap you not, I played for 5 or 6 hours straight, if I'm correct, and that game honestly blew my mind. Like, I played as a soldier, if I'm correct, and It's great. Not only are the graphics good for especially an older game, but it ran well on my Intel Pentium piece of poop. Like, you don't understand. A big thing for me is being able to run games. Being able to run games. And see, with my computer, since it's not as strong as other computers, Intel Pentium compared to i7 can run a lot more games. So another big aspect for me is being sure that I can run the game. So that was very difficult for me with most games, but not with Dungeon Defenders. Number 7 on my list, I have Half-Life. Yes, Half-Life is a game from 1998. I got not the original CD release, but the Steam release, which is, enhanced graphics and such. And this game is honestly remarkable. See, this was in my phase when I'm like, okay, I play games on the computer, so I might as well be playing the most popular PC game of all time, Half-Life. I mean, you can't be a PC game without playing Half-Life. So I went on Steam, there was a Steam sale going on about Half-Life and Half-Life 2, and honestly, I still haven't even completed Half-Life. Shh! No spoilers, I'm very close to the end. I've been using Big Mac Davis for help, he's a great person. But that game is extremely difficult, and it really surprised me. Being in 1998, an older game, I thought it was just going to be a quick game that I can get done within one night, Like, if not a night, then a week at most. But I've been playing this game since October, if I'm correct, so it's been multiple months. If you check my Steam account, which I add pretty much everyone, add me on Steam, Zaveguin. If you check my Steam, I have 30 plus hours on this game, and I'm still not complete with it. And, what is it? I'm currently in Zen right now, if I'm correct. I don't know. Chapter 17, if I'm correct. The chapter just before the end. So, I'm very close to the end of the game, but besides that, the game's graphics and storyline, even for an older game, are really good. I mean, I consider this to be a horror game because it honestly scares me. Like, a lot of times, and I just go turn a corner and boom, there's a freaking bull squitter. Boom, there's a Vortigaunt just staring me down in the face. Oh my god, you don't understand how scared I was. I nearly broke my crappy wooden chair. And this game is just great. The storyline is perfect, and oh my gosh. This is a game I'd highly recommend to everyone. Okay, maybe not like little children so that they don't like piss the bed and think that there's just Vortigaunts chilling underneath their bed or so, because they are creepy. You will die. Number 6 on my list is Awesome Knots. I originally bought Awesome Knots as well in a 4-pack, if I'm correct, just because I had found an old gift card that I had with like $15 on it, and I went on a Steam buying spree just because I wanted to get a bunch of games. So I gifted this game. No, it was a 3-pack for me, Mr. Dog, a friend of mine, and Mr. Mallow. So I'm like, yeah guys, let's play it. Mr. Mallow never played, Mr. Dog enjoyed it, and I freaking fell in love with this game. I did do a Wednesday indie game, or game episode on it, but that was literally just when I installed the game. If I'm correct on Steam, I have over 12 hours into the game, which is absolutely remarkable. I remember when I had first bought in the game, I would sit in my seat and literally just come home, like not do homework, sit down, play Awesome Knots for hours on end. Each match can last 20 to 30 minutes, which was just great for me. It was if you're looking for like a nice game into an introduction of like multiplayer strategy kind of games, highly suggest Awesome Knots. Not only was it cheap on sale, but it was just beautiful. Not only that, but the music is great. The only downside I can say is they give out a lot of DLCs that are quite pointless, but people still buy anyway. Well, some of them are pointless, like, oh yeah, for an extra 99 cents, you can get a new skin for this person. But then the other DLCs are kind of butt because these people are only specific to this DLC, which costs like $3 or so. And those people are so freaking OP. But you can still win matches without them. It's difficult, though. Either way, Awesome Knots, great game. If you're looking to get into the League, before you get into League, I would say try something lighter like Awesome Knots. Number 6 on my list, I have South Park: The Stick of Truth. Now, I had played South Park back in March, before I even got that good computer, this Intel Pentium. I had I don't even know it. If you were to go to the channel, youtube.com/minecraftedfilms/ you would see how good that computer can run games. So yeah, it wasn't very good. But when I did play it, even though the game was quite laggy because of my computer, it was extremely fun. I literally ran around. I was this little black kid with a freaking scraggly ball sack hanging off of my chin. Oh my god, that game was honestly hilarious. If I'm correct, the game was made with Maya, as is the TV show. So it really just looked like one big episode of the South Park. But it wasn't, like, it was customized by me. See, but the only downside I can say was really not on the game's end, but on my end. When I played with my laptop, the cutscenes, you would play the sound perfectly, but then the cutscenes would be like, at like, I don't know, like 9 FPS. So, that was fun. The gameplay is freaking incredible. The sound pack, what I was saying, the freaking music to that game was glorious. Like, I'm not kidding you, because I played this in March or so. When I played this game, I literally got the sound pack and listened to it for like a week straight, because... Oh my gosh. But South Park: The Stick of Truth. Great game. Number 4 on my list is the Lego Movie video game. This was gifted to me after a really nice long map of Left 4 Dead 2 with a friend of mine, my boy Mr. Mini Bagel, great guy. So I was talking to him and I'm like, oh yeah, Lego games are on sale, they're only $5 each. Can you buy me the Lego Movie video game? And he's like, sure. I still owe him macaroni art. Don't ask why or how. You'll see it on his channel eventually. But I still need to get you that macaroni art, man. I'm on it. I'm working on it. But the Lego Movie video game, absolute great game. The only downsides I can say to it are the fact that the game instantly runs in full screen, and there's no like alt entering into a window. So that really lags down the game immensely. I had to go and install a foreign program just so that I can force the game to play in Windows mode. Not only that, but even with the game in Windows mode, I know I have Intel Pentium and it's kind of butt, but if I could run like Dungeon Defenders or so, I don't see why I can't run the Lego Movie video game. And when I did run it, it ran at like Windows mode, small box. I think it was about 800 by 800, and it played at 1t6 FPS or so, which is not very good. But the game itself was absolutely amazing. It took me like, I think 2 weeks just to get through the main storyline. I was literally, like, not kidding here, but playing this game in school, like during lunch, just whooping out my laptop, start playing the Lego Movie video game. People were like, yo dude, what the hell are you doing? We're trying to eat lunch. I'm like, I gotta save Unikitty, man, what are you doing? But a Lego Movie video game was absolutely great. Not only do they give you a lot of exclusive characters, like being able to run around and get an achievement for playing as Abraham Lincoln and the Statue of Liberty, but just the game itself was fun. Not only that, but I feel like the game perfectly portrayed the movie, and it was kind of just like an extension to the movie that helps you let the characters, like, know the characters better. Number 3 on my list is BioShock. The original first BioShock I played on my Intel Pentium. And this game was honestly remarkable. I installed it thinking that, oh yeah, it's 2007 game or so. 2006, 2007. It's probably gonna be okay. I can just hop through it in a couple days, just because my main man, Mr. Malm, was like, oh yeah, play this game, it's great. So I'm like, alright. Went, installed it, and played it. I'm like, oh man, this game's not bad. Put the graphics all the way low so I could actually run it at like 30 FPS, 29 really. And I was like, oh wow, this game is actually great. This game brings you on an emotional freaking ride. I'm not going to give any spoilers to the game in case you haven't played it, but I highly suggest playing BioShock. Graphics were great, storyline was great, freaking the horror and suspense in the game was honestly like, it has me like, I can't put words in my mouth because of how good it was. Just get it. just get it. Just get it. Like, BioShock was an amazing game. If I'm correct, it won 2006 Game of the Year. So, that's also another good reason why you should play it. BioShock. Number 2 on my list is going to be a game titled VVV. Yes, that is letter V 6 times. So the main reason I had bought this game is because over the past few years, whenever I opened up Minecraft, in the Minecraft splashes, which is like that little yellow text by the Minecraft logo, it always says stuff like, oh yeah, try out this game. And one of the games it said was, try out VVVVVV. So I'm like, you know, now that I actually play PC games, why not? I have this USB controller. It says that it has full controller support, so I'm like, freak it, why not? You know, so the game was only like $1 or so, which is great for its price. And I installed the game thinking, oh well, it's just gonna be, you know, your average simple game. Game starts off extremely abrupt. You're on this ship, you and your friends. Ship goes booga booga booga, and then you are the only one left. And the game originally starts out as the main idea for it is you are this blue guy, if I'm correct. Yeah, you're blue. You're light blue or something. But all the names start with V. And you're not allowed to jump. The only way you can move in the game, you know, you can move back and forth, but you can't jump up or down. You can only switch gravity on or off. And basically what that does is lets you, from the ground, jump up to the ceiling, and from the ceiling, jump down to the ground. But here's the bad part. It only shows a certain box of, like, windowed box at once. You know, it is like an 8-bit game. And you can't turn around, like, you can't take off gravity while you're in air. You need to be on a piece of land. So that made the game extremely difficult. I'm not crapping you when I say, when I installed the game, I didn't think that it'd be that good, just, you know, the average game. Installed it, I played from, just to complete the main storyline, took me 3 hours, and over 1,200 deaths, if I'm correct. And you know how weird it was, me sitting here from what, 10 o'clock at night to 1 in the morning, literally just playing this one game. It's like, not only that, but the sound in the game, oh, it was orgasmic. That's the only way I can put it. The freaking music made by, can't remember his name, but another Swedish chiptune composer, and it blew my mind. The actual name of the album is PPP, which I went to go and buy because it is absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend VVVVV. But my only qualifications for the game is if you don't have a USB controller, then it's going to be extremely difficult because a lot of those jumps I probably wouldn't have been able to make, you know, pressing the WASD keys and using my space bar, but pressing the A button and like just freaking moving around my analog stick. Oh yes! Game is great. My number 1 game that I've played all of 2014 was Minecraft. Could you guess it? I mean, just look at that beautiful graphics and no, I'm kidding. No. Number 1 game for me was Go Fast HD Remix. Now, you might say, Zave, isn't that more of a joke prank game? No, I take the Go Fast HD Remix extremely serious. That game is one of the most difficult games I have ever played in my life. See, I've noticed that I naturally into more frustrating games and games that induce a lot of rage, and I kind of just laugh at myself getting mad. And this game was 100% that. The sound was literally just go fast. And Sonic, he just went so fast. I've honestly only been able to complete the game once, and I've had it since September. So that's what, 3 months of me playing this game, and I've beaten it once. It's literally a small map, and I've beaten it once. Number 1 game, I would recommend it to everyone. Sonic HD Remix. Or Sonic's Go Fast HD Remix. Great game, 10 out of like -5. I just noticed I forgot to add in the honorable mentions. You can't have the top 10 Awards of the Year show without an honorable mentions. So, my 3 honorable mentions, I have to say, number 1 is going to go to Five Nights at Freddy's. Not the second one, but the original. Not only did this game capture everyone's attention, it was literally the biggest game for months on end. Like, even if you check the Apple App Store, number 1 game is Minecraft, number 2, or for paid games, number 2 is Five Nights at Freddy's 2, number 3 is Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, this game has literally caught everyone's attention, and by now, I assure you just about every single person in the world, except for, Africans without internet, have seen this game or have been able to play the game. Number 2 is League of Legends. Yeah, there we go. League of Legends. This game was one of those kind of games that I saw and people were like, everyone in existence has played League of Legends. Why haven't you played League of Legends? So I'm like, you know what? I'll give in to the peer pressure, why not? And it was truly a fun game. It wasn't good enough to get into my top 10s, but it was really close. If I'm correct, if I had made this thing longer, it would have been number 11. But it was still a great game, captures your attention, and it's kind of like Awesome Nuts, except 3D and a lot more detailed, and people make a lot of money from playing it. And number 3 for honorable mentions goes to Speedrunners. Now this is still a game in beta, and it was gifted to me by a great friend of mine, D-Stench Gaming. Oh my gosh, Speedrunners is great. At first when I originally played the game, I'm like, it's gonna be a fun game to live stream, And I opened up the game and I could barely play it with a keypad, and I kind of gave up playing it. But then, once I got my controller, I revisited the game, and it is so fantastic. I played for hours straight just with the controller, just because it's so much more useful. It's seriously just a racing game where you go in circles through this map, and the map itself, the visual screen, starts getting a black border, and over the border it shrinks down until people fall out of this border, and the last person still in the box is the one left blind. Fun game. Those are my 3 honorable mentions. Well, that is going to conclude my top 10 games that I've played all of 2014. Not all of the gameplay that I showed in this video was made by me, because obviously if I can barely run a game, how am I going to be able to record it? And I would like to thank those people who I used their gameplay of. Thanks, man! You rock! But if I am able to use my own gameplay, I did, so yeah. That's really it, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, go and give it a like. If you want to see another top 10 games that I played in 2015 that I'm going to make last minute, go and tell me in the comment section below, and subscribe, because I make a lot of videos that totally are Minecraft related. Oh man, God, what time is it? I have 12 hours, not even 11 hours to go and finish editing this video. Hope you all have a very nice, happy new year, and just freaking enjoy 2015, because there's a lot more to come. Thanks. So I've been editing for the past about 4.5 hours, and I would like to say I'd like to apologize for all the editing mistakes, because this is the first time that I'm using Vegas Pro 12 in more or less 4 or 5 years. Not only that, but I tried to use the chroma key effect, and I don't really have a green screen. I just have a white wall, as you can see. So I'd just like to apologize for that, and thank you anyway.